Meredith Sorensen, Meredith Sorensen.
Thank you. And could you say your major, your age, grade, that sort of stuff, just basic information?
I am a junior dance and communications major, and I'm 20 years old.
Awesome. So can you define, and you can look at me over here,
Yeah,
actually,
okay.
you can look at me. Can you define a Pell Grant for me?
My understanding of the Pell Grant was just extra college scholarship that you would get from the government because your parents didn't qualify for like free, like full-on tuition, and it was just more money to help put students through college.
And how did that help you and your family out?
It's just an extra like sense of relief and like an extra safety net almost. You know, and less stress for like future me when I have to think about money.
That's great. And how did it feel to receive the grant knowing that you could come to college or Maryland in the first place?
It was great. I mean, it's always nice to receive a scholarship because it helps out, like I said, with future payments. And I think it's just also like gives me less stress knowing that my family had a little bit more like money to pay through college.
That makes sense. And then how did it feel when you found out the grant was canceled? How did that affect you?
So I remember receiving my financial aid letter, and there was a large difference in what it was last year versus what it was this year, and looking and seeing, comparing that the Pell Grant wasn't there, and so reading about what it was and learning that we didn't qualify this year, even though there was not much of a change, really caused a lot of like stress and I think more anxiety about college in this time right now, and you know the money surrounding it. So.
And did your family have similar reactions?
Yes, they were very. I will say they were quite a calming like source for me because they were very reassuring. But you know, it's always hard when you see a difference in your aid from one year to the next without a reasonable explanation.
And how has you and your family tried to combat losing the grant? Has it like affected you guys significantly?
It hasn't. I'm blessed that it hasn't affected us that significantly. I think it's just applying for more scholarships and just being more conscious of the scholarships that I should be applying to. So.
That makes sense. And then, this is quick, one last thing. Are there any emotions to describe what it felt like losing the grant?
Yeah, I think sadness, anger, mainly because, like I said, there was no clear explanation. It was just, I had it one year and then the next year I didn't without, you know, a reasonable explanation. Yeah, but I think there was a little bit of comfort in knowing that I was not the only person experiencing that. You know, we looked on like Facebook groups about money and other students were going through the same thing. So I think there was a little bit sense of comfort that I wasn't the only one dealing with this.
Makes sense. Is there anything else that I should know about your situation with it? Or
Nope.
does that cover it?
Just covers it.
Thank
Great.
you so